Hi y'all, welcome to Bell to Bell. Well, so it's been a couple of days, or more, and I've been talking on Twitter with a couple of my previous students, and y'all who know me know that once you're my kid, you're always my kid. So, I haven't been able to really express my thoughts on this. I've become silent, and that's not okay. And I have been called on that on Twitter, and so because I'm not allowed enough characters on Twitter to tell you what I really think, I've decided to tell you here. So let's just start with the positives. Once my kid, whether you like it or not, you're always my kid. I might not be able to remember your name in 10 years, but I will always know your little face. And I want you to know that regardless of what has passed between now and then, I love you. I always have, and I probably always will. And that is not in a line with my rough exterior at all, but those who know me know me. So let me just say this. Yesterday, two of my previous Del City kids wanted to know why, and let me see if I can get the quote straight, why I didn't have 10 toes on the ground with them during their Black Lives Matter marches as they did with us during our teacher walkout. Fair point, really, but let me just start by saying that's just not who I am. I walked one time for the teacher walkout. I did. It's the only protest I've ever walked in, and y'all, I'm 53 years old. That's a long time not to protest. I like to do it with words. I like to do it with essays and editorials and things like that, but I'm not really a walk around with a sign kind of person. I did it. My kids are in education. I did it for my kids in my classroom. I did it. And they came out in waves and supported us. And what did I find out? It didn't do a bit of good. Not a damn bit of good. We got everybody's attention, but the legislature still did what they wanted. I think that should stop. So now we're in the Black Lives Matter. So originally, I was that person who, because I treat everybody as fairly as possible. I don't care what your race or your religion or your gender. I don't care about those things because to me, they shouldn't matter in the classroom. They shouldn't matter in the world. They shouldn't matter. And so I always thought, I don't see color. Of course, Black Lives Matter. Everybody's life matters, right? I get it now. You have educated me. I needed to hear it. As a learner, I needed to learn, and I'm grateful that my kids taught me. Black Lives Matter, because those are the ones at stake right now. I get it. Yes, everybody's life matters, but we aren't all being attacked. It's people of color that are being attacked. I get it. I had a kid in class one time, I'll call him D, chewed gum really loud. He knows who he is. And we used to have the most wonderful race talks because he would tell me in his culture and his family what things meant and how their perspective was. And I would say, well, from my perspective, this is how it is. And we always came to such great discussions and revelations with each other. And it was wonderful because I got to learn about a culture I didn't know anything about. My family was raised in the South. Well, for the most part. I'm from Minnesota, but my daddy's family is from Monroe, and we always stayed around my daddy's family more than anything else. And so, you know, there's a lot of race tension when you move, the further south you move, and with understandable background. So I kind of wanted to kind of just touch base, and I know I'm a little everywhere, but I'm just scattered because I want my kids to understand I support them. I can't think of a better way to change things than one, vote, go vote. Vote for people who see things the way you see things. Don't vote for a damn party line. Don't do it. Don't racist people in office. They just perpetuate the problem. It is time for us to all be on equal footing. It is. You shouldn't be able to look at a person's name or race or gender or anything and say, oh, I can't pick you because of. Everybody should be on equal footing. And it's not that way. And it's time it was. And I think these protests are timely and wonderful. But y'all, I'm in that age group where one, I don't want to go march anywhere. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't want to go out there where I can't control the dynamic and be put in a position where I could get sick or hurt, because let's be honest, they're not all nonviolent, although they are supposed to be. And y'all who are not part of the nonviolent crap who go in there and stir shit up, shame on you. These people are trying to get a message across, and all you're doing is distorting it. Stay your ass at home, tearing up people's stuff. Pisses me off. Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all want to know why I didn't put 10 toes on the ground? That's why. I am not a protester. I'm a teacher. I'm going to bring you into my classroom, and I'm going to teach you. And I hope that I teach you on an equal basis. And I hope that I teach you fairly. But if I don't, I damn well expect you to say something. I expect you to say, Miss Bell, that ain't how we do it. Or Miss Bell, that ain't the way I was taught. Because if that's the fact, let's find the reason why. Let's find common ground and respect each other. This craziness has got to stop. Has got to stop. We cannot be shaming each other, which is what y'all did, to get the end result you want. Mutual respect. I respect the hell out of what you're doing. I am so proud. I'm sorry. I'm really proud of how you've chased your passion and you've found your purpose and your voice is resonating. Oh my goodness. I wish I were more like you, but I'm not. I'm not. This is my platform. This is it now. My classroom and my platform. So I want you to know I'm not silent. Not for you babies. I will not be silent. If I see injustice, you know I'm going to butt in. And I have taught my children to butt in. But I had a professor tell me one time, you cannot judge what you see because you do not see the entire story. You don't know what a person's growing up and background is like. You don't know their genetics. You can look at a person and have no idea what ethnicities they are. You cannot judge them by the way they look. Now, if you behave badly, if you create a dynamic or a reputation for yourself, and then you get angry when people respond that way, you have no one but yourselves to blame. For instance, I work at a high school that is perceived by the community to be pretty rough. But once you walk inside those doors, it's not that way at all. And I think that's the problem. I think a lot of us have a predetermined opinion of the way a person is by the way a person looks. And while it's not right, it is totally understandable depending upon the community that you were raised in and how you were raised. And some people like to put on a big front. You know, they like to act tough when they're not. They like to look rough when they're not. They like to look refined when they're not. You have to get to know a person, not a color, not a race, not an ethnicity. But you have to understand their culture and you have to be respectful. So I am saying to you, Black Lives Matter. My kids matter. When you're dealing with them, you have to show some compassion. But y'all have to have compassion back because there's a lot of scared people out there. And somebody said to me, coronavirus. So you're ready to go back to school, but you're not ready to walk with us. That was a fair point. Kind of hit hard. And I thought, okay, why? Let's look at it. Let's figure out why. And for me, it's this. I don't want to protest. I don't want to go out there in a crowd. I don't like people. Y'all know I don't like people. Hell, I don't even like it when you knock on my dang door. You know who I'm talking to. But once you're there, I listen to what you have to say. I give you an answer and I send you on your way. I can't do that in a crowd of people, but I can do that here. So here's what I'm saying. You need me to say something for you, you got it. You tell me what you need, and as long as it's in the wheelhouse of what I can do and what I agree with, you bet your ass, sorry, I'll be out there screaming from the tops of my lungs. If I see somebody being disrespectful or whatever, that's fine. But there's a difference between respect and being respectful. I don't have to respect you at all to be respectful to you. And y'all need to keep that in mind. It's important. You have to learn about the society that you're trying to change. And the best way you can do that is to get folks like me who don't want to put 10 toes on the ground to get out there and vote. To vote for people who are going to support those ideas and those freedoms. Should have happened a long damn time ago. But I cannot be held responsible for the actions of the past. All I can be held responsible for are the actions of now, of what I do now. And now I'm doing it. Y'all need to step back. It doesn't make any damn difference, sorry, about what color a person is, whether their skin tone is brown or not, whether they have Southern Bantu warriors in their bloodline or, I don't know, seamstresses from Ireland. It doesn't make any difference. We are one species. And if we don't get our shit together, we are not going to outlast this virus or anything else. All right. I've preached long enough. I love you all. I hope this helps. I hope it settles you. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. But if you don't, this is it. This is as good as it's going to get. I love you. Until next time, like it if you will. Don't like it if you will. Subscribe if you will. Don't subscribe if you will. I don't give a shit. Bye, y'all.